ओम नमो वेंकटेशाय। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। स्मरणमात्रेण जन्मसंसारबन्धनात् विमुच्यते। नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे। लक्ष्मीनाथसमारम्भां नाथयामुनमध्यमामस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। वार्ताय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्ददामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। Om Namo Venkatesaya. My pranams to everybody. So we are in chapter 11, Vibhuti, Vishwarupa Darshanam, where Bhagavan is giving this, the Vishwarupa Darshanam to Arjuna. And then we are in Arjuna Stuti. So Arjuna is praising Lord Krishna. So we are in Sloka 40 now.
Hari Om Guruji.
Pranam.
Namah purastadhath prishtataste namostu te sarvata eva sarva ananta viryamita vikramastvam sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarvaha.
So Namaha Purastad, that means in the front. So my salutations to you in the front. Ata Prishtataha te, so to your back side also. So he's Bhagavan is the Arjuna is prostrating. I mean, he is giving salutations to in the front portion of the Bhagavan, the back portion. Prishtataste Namostute Sarvata Yevate. That means in all directions, on all sides. So he is saying, my salutations to in all the directions, all the 8 directions, the front, back, everything. Ananta Viryam. Ananta Viryam means unlimited potency. So Bhagavan's powers, unlimited potency, Ananta Viryam, Amita Vikramaha. Because one name of Bhagavan Vishnu, we saw that in Vishnu Sahasranam also we find Amita Vikramaha. Vikrama. Vikrama means valorousness. One meaning of Vikrama is valorousness. Bhagavan is great valor. Mita Vikrama means limited valorousness. Amita Vikrama is unlimited valor. So Bhagavan's unlimited valorousness, unlimited potency, unlimited valorousness. That is also other meaning of Krama. Amita Vikrama also is referring to the Bhagavan's, from Vamana to Trivikrama. Krama means feet. Mita Vikrama means limited feet. Amita Vikrama, unlimited feet. That means when he rose from Vamana to the Trivikrama, with his 1 feet he was able to measure this entire Bhumi. The other feet he measured this Bhuha and Swaha, the 2 lokas, and then asked Mahabali, where is the place for my 3rd feet? So that's what he asked him. Then Mahabali said, yes, you already measured me, include when you measured this earth, but then if you have compassion towards me, you can place your 3rd feet on my head. That's what he prostrated before him, and Bhagavan placed the 3rd feet on his head. So that is what is Amita Vikramaha, unlimited feet which grew from Vamana to Trivikrama. That's what is also called as, that's why it's called as Trivikrama. Vikrama, as I told you, Krama means feet, unlimited feet, 3 means 3 feet. So we measured the land, with 3 of his feet, and therefore is called as Trivikrama also. So Amita Vikramaha, Tvam you are Amita Vikrama, your unlimited potency, unlimited this valorousness. Sarvam Samapnoti, that means you are covering everything. Samapnoti means you are covering. That means you are covering everything. Tataha Asit Sarvaha. That means you are all pervading, you are covering this entire 3 worlds, and therefore nothing is visible to me other than you. So that means everything is in you, and you are the only person who is transcending these 3 worlds, Bhurloka, Swarloka. And therefore I'm not able to see anything other than you. That means that is how Bhagavan expanded himself into this Trivikrama. Therefore we are covering everything in this universe, and therefore he's saying, that's my salutations to you. So my salutations to Bhagavan, who are used in the front, who is at the back, who in all directions. You have got unlimited potency, you have got unlimited valorousness, and you are covering this entire 3 worlds by yourself, and therefore I am not able to see anything other than you. That's what he's saying. Sarvam Samapnoti Tatosi Sarvaha. Okay, let's move on to this next sloka, 41. You can read 41 and 42 together.
Okay, Guruji. Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam he Krishna he Yadava he Sakheti ajanata mahimanam tavedam maya pramadat pranayena vapi yachavaha sarthamasa satkrutosi विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एकोऽथवाप्यच्युत तत्समक्षम् तत्क्षामये त्वामहमप्रमेयम्.
He's asking now forgiveness from Bhagavan, because now that he has seen him such a great person, who is this entire universe, and is covering this entire universe, Vishwarupa Darshanam, then he was completely amazed at this, and therefore then he started remembering what kind of things that I have done to Krishna. I called him Yadava, I called him Krishna, I called him this, that. I used him in Ekavachanam, that means I didn't even give respect to him. So then he started worried about that. So now he's seeking forgiveness from Bhagavan, saying that whatever he has done in this whatever he has done. Saka iti matva, so thinking you to be my friend. Prasabham, that means very presumptuously. So presumptuously without any respect or anything like that. Yat uktam, so whatever I said. So just thinking you as my friend, in friendship there is no, the respect or anything. You have more closeness, and therefore you have got more, this affection, and therefore you start calling your friend in whichever way. So that person also doesn't mind, because he is so close to you. So it doesn't matter whatever, you have some nicknames for your friends, you call them through the nicknames and all those things. They don't mind that. So Saka iti matva prasabam, that means presumptuously without any, this respect for you. Uktam, whatever I said, what did I say? Hey Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Yadava, oh Sake, oh my dear friend, iti ajanata mahiman tava. That means without knowing your glories. Now only I'm seeing what you are. You are this entire universe, you are the Paramatma, you are the person who has disclosed this entire form of Vishwarupam to me. So without knowing all your glories and your greatness, what did I do? I called you, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, you come here, you go there, so you be my charioteer, and all those things, those kind of things I just uttered without even knowing your glories. That's what he said. Idam maya pramadat. Pramadat means very casualness, without any, applying the mind. That is maybe out of idiocy, out of foolishness also. Pranayena. But of course, I've said it out of love for you, because you are my friend, and therefore out of love for you. Pranayena vapicha. Whatever I have said, so without knowing your glories, with thinking you to my friend, without, in a very casual manner, I used to call you, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, oh friend, all those things I have been calling you in a very casual manner, without really knowing your, mahima, your greatness and all those things. But of course, love for you, that's what I have been calling you. Avahasa artham, that means even for sake of, this, sometimes I have made joking, I made a, what do you call this, you have been my object of my joke. So that's what sometimes I also jocularly, made fun of you also. Avahasa artham asat kritaha, I have also sometimes dishonored you also, by just calling you, in Tamil, Dai Krishna Angava. So those kind of, without even respect for these things, I have just called you without any honor that you deserve. I see that you have been vihara, in relaxation, in whichever, in a relaxed mode, I used to call you, oh Krishna, come here. Then, then sometimes in certain cases, in fact, he has even, they slept together. Krishna, this Arjuna used to put his leg on Krishna also. So that those kind of things are found in Mahabharata also. So like that also I have done. I put a leg on you also. So that means in vihar, in relaxation mode. Sayya, that means while lying down, while we're sleeping together, also I have done a lot of things to you. Asana, while we're sitting also, I have done a lot of dishonor to you. Bhojaneshu, while eating together also, sometimes I put my food on your plate, and therefore you didn't mind that. All those things, I have done a lot of mischievousness and all those things, mischievous things to you. Ekaha alone, atayeva, or that means or one or many things I have done in several instances. Achyuta means a person who, Achyuta means one who falls down. A person who doesn't fall down from his position is called as Achyuta. So that means even though he must have taken avatars, Krishna, Rama, or anything, but still he was always living in his, in his inner Anandam. It is that Anandam never goes off. So that's why it's called as Achyuta. Therefore, Achyuta, that's Samaksham. So among that's Samaksham, that means among all these companions, all those Chamaye, so I'm seeking forgiveness from you, Aham Aprameyam. So you are immeasurable. So in fact, Aprameya is one of the names you find in Vishnu. Aprameyo Rishikesha Padmanabho Mara. Aprameya means, Prama means intellect. Prameya means one can be known through intellect, is called as Prameya. So Aprameya cannot be known through our intellect, because intellect itself that is Bhagavad. The Atma is beyond the intellect, and therefore intellect cannot try to understand the Bhagavan. As I told you, intellect can comprehend anything which is of 3 dimensions. Anything beyond 3 dimensions, the intellect cannot comprehend, because that is the limitations that the intellect has. So Bhagavan is beyond the dimensions, beyond time, beyond space, and all those things, and therefore the intellect cannot comprehend Bhagavan. And therefore you are a person who cannot be comprehended at all. And that person, I've insulted you, being my close friend. So out of love for you, I just called you in different names. Then I did a lot of things in a very casual manner without any respect for you. I have dishonored you. I've had jokes with you also, and also you have been my object of my joke also. So all those things, I've done so many things at different points of time, while lying in bed, or while sitting, or while eating, whatever it is, whatever I have done. Oh Krishna, all those things, please forgive me, because I have done all those things without knowing your true nature, Mahima. That's what Arjuna says here. That's why Bhagavan has always been, as I told you earlier also, once you start seeing the greatness of Bhagavan, then a distance start developing between the Bhakta and the Bhagavan. That's why Bhagavan always, although he reveals his greatness sometimes, but always wants to be very close to his devotees, and therefore he moves with them like any other friend or father, mother and son, like Yashoda and then Krishna, like the mother and the son. So she never thought Krishna was such a great, Paramatma as such, and therefore, although Devaki and Vasudeva knew that, because he revealed to them when he was born. But then Yashoda Maya and Nanda Baba did not know Krishna was such a great person, except when they knew that when he was able to lift this Govardhanagiri and all those things. In spite of that, Bhagavan then make them forget those incidents, so that the affection, the relationship continued with them. So that is why when the greatness is known, then a distance start developing, and then therefore the closeness gets reduced. So that's what Bhagavan is always trying to put his Maya. Although he reveals his closeness, then he makes them forget that, so that he becomes closer to. That's what it is. Sloka number 43.
पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वमस्य पूज्यश्च गुरुर्गरीयान् न त्वत्समोऽस्त्यभ्यदि कः कुतोऽन्यः लोकत्रयेऽप्यप्रतिमप्रभाव.
Pita lokasya pitasi. For this loka, you are the father. You are the father. Bhagavan himself is going to say in chapter 14 that I am the father, and Prakriti is the mother for this entire universe. So he is the father. Lokasya pitasi. Pita means father is the person who creates the child, and therefore Bhagavan is the person who creates everybody in this universe, and therefore he is the father for everybody, and therefore he is called Lokasya pitasi. So you are the father of this entire universe. Chara charasya. Chara acharasya. That means all these inert things. Chara means all these moving things, and then the sentient things. Achara means which doesn't move, like even the inert things. So you are the father for both the inert as well as the sentient things, because you are the creator of both of them. Chara charasya. Tvamasya pujyasya. So that means you are the fittest person to be worshipped. Pujya means one is to be worshipped. Okay, one is worshipable. So that means you are the fittest person to be worshipable. Tvam asya pujyasya gurur gariya. That means among all the gurus, guru itself, the word guru also means heavy. So the guru is the heaviest person, because he is the person who is giving us this knowledge, and therefore he is also called as guru. In fact, in Tirumala, we got Guru Darshanam, Lagu Darshanam. Guru Darshanam is a little difficult, go inside. Lagu Darshanam is very easy darshan. So that's one, Guru Lagu. So Guru Gariyan. So Gariyan, so we have a very, among all these, the glorious persons or the heavy persons, you are the Guru. And therefore, because that's why, in this sloka, which we say, Vasudev Vasutam Devam Kamsa Chano Ramadram Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. Krishna is the Jagat Guru. So he is the Guru for this entire, this universe. So he's the Lord of this entire, not only the Lord Pita, but also is the Guru of this entire universe. Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. Because the one thing which he gave the Krishna, this Bhagavad Gita itself is sufficient to say that he is Guru. Bhagavan, see the Leela of the Bhagavan. Bhagavan gave it to only one person. He gave it to only Arjuna. But then because of the Sankalpam of the Bhagavan, it was conceived by Vedavyasa in his meditation, and therefore he was able to give the entire Bhagavad Gita in Mahabharata. And today we are the millions and millions of people across the globe, irrespective of the nation, gender, class, society, and all those things. Everybody is, reading this Bhagavad Gita. So in fact, one of my friends went to Brazil. So he met the local person there, so on some business assignment. So when they said that, you are from India, they immediately said, you are all great people, because the Bhagavad Gita originated from India. So they are actually the local Brazilians. Then then they showed him a book of Bhagavad Gita translated into that Spanish language. So such is the greatness of this Bhagavad Gita. So yes, Bhagavan is the Loka, Gurur Gariyan. That means he's the Jagat Guru. He's the person who has given this knowledge of these Upanishads to all of us. and therefore is called as Gurur Gariya. Tvam Tvat Samaha. That means there is nobody, there is Kutaha means where is a person who is equivalent to you? Anyaha. So there is Samaha. That means there is nobody equivalent to you. Asya Ati Abhi Adikaha. Abhi Adikaha means even greater than you. There is a person not even equivalent to you. Where is the question of people, even greater? That's what Alvar said, Tannopar illa apan. That means there is nobody equivalent to you. Then where is the question of people talking about even greater than you? Bhagavan himself says, Matta Parataram Nanyati Kinchidas. That's what we saw in chapter 7, sloka number 7. So there is nobody greater than me, even slightest thing greater than me. That's what it is. So there is nobody equal to you, there is nobody even greater than you. Kutaha. Where is the question of the other person, any person being greater than you, and you have there's any other person who is greater than you. Lokatraye api. Then there's three lokas, that is the Burloka, Burloka, and this Swarloka, and the three lokas. Apratima Prabhava. That means one who is of immeasurable power. So that means you have expanded yourself into this true loka with this immeasurable power of yourself, and therefore there is nobody. You have expanded yourself to the three lokas of the three lokas, and therefore there is nobody equivalent to you, and there is nobody beyond you. You are the fittest person to be worshipped, and you are the greatest guru of this entire universe. You are the father, you are the mother, you are the father of this entire universe, both the sentient and inner things in this universe. So that's what Arjuna is praising. Let's move on to one more sloka.
तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायं प्रसादये त्वामहमीशमीड्यम् पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियः प्रियायार्हसि देव सोढुम्.
So Tasmat Pranamya Pranidhaya Kayam. So that means I'm offering you pranam, salutation. Pranidhaya Kayam. That means I'm falling flat on the ground and then worshipping. That is Sashtanga Namaskaram. We call that the 8 angas of the body falls flat on the ground, and therefore I'm doing this namaskaram to you, not only mentally but also physically, falling at your feet. Pranidhaya Kayam. Prasadaye. That means please be. I'm seeking your grace. I'm seeking your blessings. Prasadaye. Tvam aham. So, from you I'm seeking the blessings. Isham. That means you are the person who was the Lord of everybody. Idyam. Idyam is worshipable. So you are not only the great Lord, you are also fit to be puja. The similar meaning of puja. One is the person who is worshipable, and you are the Lord of this entire universe. So I'm saluting you, not only mentally, physically also. I'm praying. I'm doing this Sashtanga Namaskara. So please, shower your grace on me, Prasadaye. Just like Piteva Putrasya Sakhi, Piteva Putrasya, just as the father would forgive, the son. Whatever, even if he does a little bit of mischief or something like that, the father will forgive that son. So like that, please, you are the father, I am your son, so please forgive me. Sakheva Sakyuhu. Similarly, between the two friends, there will be no kind of, this hard feelings if they are really true friends. So it doesn't, so like one friend would forgive the other person, even if he has done some, this mischief or anything like that. So like that, please forgive me like a friend would forgive the other friend. Sakheva Sakyuhu. Priya Priyarham. Asideva Sodam. That means Priyaha. That means between the two lovers, the husband and the wife, even if the wife commits any mistakes, the husband will forgive it. So because between the two lovers, between the two people who love each other very well, there is no, they don't have any hard feelings. They just forgive each other, and therefore like Priya Priyarham, Priyarham. So I'm like that. So I'm like your son. I'm like your friend. I'm like your, this one of the lovers, and therefore you please forgive me for whatever I have done in the past. That's what it is. Sahat Sapasi Deva Sodam. Sodam means you can tolerate. Please tolerate me. Tolerate all the mistakes, the mischiefs, and the mistakes that I have done in the past. Please forgive me, and just as a father would forgive the son, or the friend would forgive another friend, or the two lovers, between the two lovers, one lover would forgive the other lover. So like that, please do that. So I've surrendered before you. I'm not only mentally surrendered, but also physically. I'm putting my kayam, that means my sariram, onto the floor. Then with Sashtanga Namaskaram, I'm just, you are the person who is worshipable, and then you are the supreme God. So I salute before you. That's what he says. So let's continue our discussion tomorrow. Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Krishna 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 Krishna.